good? Okay.
Thank you. You mind, I'm sorry, do y'all mind if I place this? Truth, sorry.
You all ready?
You could just say and spell your first and last name and your relationship with.
My name is Eric Lee, Ericlee. I'm Jason's cousin. And you're going to also hear remarks from Jason's sister, who has traveled from Ghana to be here today.
Did you want to give a statement or did you want to ask some questions?
I'm going to make a statement and then we can hear from Jason's sister and then we'll take some questions, okay? Okay. You want to do that too? Right. We're ready. After a 51-day disappearance, we were informed that the search for Jason Salter is over. We'd like to begin by thanking every person, every family member, every friend, all law enforcement who made efforts to find him. We'd like to issue a special thanks to those who contributed in any way by calls, by texting, by posting on social media, by contributing to his family. We solicit special prayers for Jason's mother, his children, his family, his friends, those who love him dearly, his siblings. Special prayers to the family of Kenny Guerra, whose ID is incomplete at this time. And while the search for Jason is over, the search for justice is ongoing. We'd like to acknowledge the Hapeville Police Department, the East Point Police Department, the South Fulton Police, the Chattahoochee Hills Police Department, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation for their efforts in searching for the people who harmed our loved one. A tip line is available at 1-800-597-TIPS. That's 1-800-597-8477. And as we prepare to lay Jason to rest, we stand in solidarity with other communities and other families that have been impacted by violence. We stand in solidarity with Dadeville, Alabama, Louisville, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee, and those who have lost loved ones in Atlanta, Georgia. We urge each of you to be an instrument of peace. We urge each of you to take an anti-violence stance at a critical juncture in the life of this community and in the life of this country. We'll invite now Jason's sister, who will provide for us a statement, and then we'll give you more information about where tips can be given.
Jason was a very special, known person in the city of Atlanta. We feel the love. We're thankful for all of the love from everybody. On behalf of our family, thank you to all the friends that have sent your support. We appreciate every ounce of love that you're pouring into us right now. On behalf of the family, I also have to say, this was a very traumatic experience for me and my family. And I would just appreciate it if everybody respect our privacy. Please, I know social media is a thing, but be careful what you're putting out there on behalf of my brother's name. Like I said, we appreciate all of your support, but there's a time and a place for everything. This is not easy to go through. He has children. He has brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, father, and a mother still alive. And I just ask that you please just give us a moment to process what's happening and what has happened to our brother. Again, thank you so much for your genuine love and support. But right now, we just need a moment. We just need a moment. Just give us that moment, and then we'll get through this. So that's all I'm asking everybody. Just please respect our privacy, please. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
As it has already been spoken from my loved ones, we want to thank everyone once again for all the support, the love. This is like a lifetime story for us. Never thought it would hit home. We see a lot of things on news, but it also teaches us not to take any moment of life for granted. We're asking, if you hear something, say something, act. It's an app that you can go to. Any small thing will be large. You could be surprised what can come out of this. It is an ongoing investigation that's been spoken before. It's a couple of websites that you can go to. And all your tips are anonymous. You know, you don't have to identify yourself, but please don't hesitate. We have to get away from not wanting to say anything, because this can happen to anyone, as if we woke up and did not realize it was going to happen to us. Please submit all tips online to the gbi.georgia.gov and submit tips online. You can also go to, once again, Say Something, Send Something mobile app. You have, for ones that's big on social media, if you want to just go to Atlanta Scoop. They filter through a lot of things before it gets to the family and before it gets to a lot of the investigators. So if you want to do that as well, please do so. We're asking that you understand this is just one of the processes that we are going through, but this is ongoing for us because we don't have answers. And we will, as a family, continue to seek justice on behalf of Jason. And we would like to thank everyone once again just for embracing us with your love.
Ready for questions?
Yeah. So, as you mentioned, news moves so fast, right? We get information so quickly, and during these moments, I hope you guys know, reporters, us over here, we are trying to let you guys control the narrative when it comes to what's said about your loved one. So thank you for speaking to us. But with this narrative that we now know a little bit more about how investigators were able to track this down, can you guys paint a little bit of the picture for the public about what you guys have gained? Because this was a very confusing time for your family, a lot of unanswered questions. You're trying to search for him, search parties. Will you talk about how they came about finding him and where and what that area looks like? You described it as a farm area to me, so that the community can at least have a vision and paint the picture for them about what they should be looking for in that type of area. The nature of what was found, and just as it relates to both men.
Well, we don't stand here because we have any particular insight into the investigation, with it being an ongoing investigation. The fact of the matter is, most of what we know has been reported in the media, some of which has been confirmed by law enforcement to the extent that they were found, that remains were found on a farm in South Fulton. That's the extent to which we know. We know that the bodies were found in such a condition that it took several weeks before an identification could be made on Jason, and we know that the other identity has yet to be confirmed, and so we ask that you lift that family in your prayers as well. We don't have the details that so many people are providing conjectures about. We're waiting patiently to see how the investigation unfolds.
And Kenny's family's not here, but they've entrusted you. These were best friends. Do you guys how are they doing? I can only imagine that right now is another uncertain time for them too.
Yeah, we're definitely going through the same thing, and we're staying connected to them as well. The only difference between where they stand and where we stand now is that we were able to track down some dental records, and but we certainly lift them in prayer because we understand the anxiety that comes with that weight.
Everything we've heard is that these are two hardworking, loving fathers. Is it a shock to know that somebody would want to hurt them?
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
Like I said, they were both very special in the community. Even the history of where they lived and where they grew up, everybody knows them. They're just very loving people, and they shared it with everybody else. They didn't have, enemies or anything like that we know of, especially. They were very special men that just were trying to take care of their families. That's really it. That's who they are.
I've heard Jason described as a prince of Atlanta. In the intervening days since his disappearance, people have reached out to me that I did not know who knew my cousin. They're elected officials, they're law enforcement, they're community organized. They're people who are the pillars of their community, and so many of them knew Jason in a very intimate way. And yes, we are shocked.
How can the greater Atlanta community best uplift Jason's family?
And I appreciate you saying that. They can help by ensuring that this is not the end of his story, that we get justice for Jason. There are people who know things that have yet to come forward, and we urge them to do so, to bring peace to this family is to ensure that no one gets away with this, that no one in America, no one in any place in America should be able to get away with something like this.
Do you have any information on a memorial or funeral service that you want to make public right now?
We're going to be organizing that and posting that information later about his homegoing services. Ongoing plans right now, yes.
And this may be information you guys don't know, but I think it's worthy of a question. Right now, I was told by one of your family members that this is being, at least Jason's case is being handled now no longer as a missing persons case. It's now being handled as a homicide investigation. As it relates to Kenny's case, is this still a missing persons case, or is this being handled differently?
The GBI was not at liberty to talk about Kenny's case with us. We do understand that Jason's case is being treated as a homicide. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Do you mind just saying your names really quickly?
Oh, yeah.
Just so we get that right.
Chantarla Colo.
You gotta spell
SHAUNTRELLA. Last name Colo, KOLLO.
You're a sister, right?
Yes. Blood sister. Yeah, a lot of sisters that are blood connected. Yeah.
Michelle Johnson, MICHELE JOHNSON. Cousin.
Cousin.
And then Eric's last name?
Lee.
Lee?
LEE.
Standard spelling on Eric, ERICA.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's
A
R
at the end. ERIC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say A?
Yeah.
It's Eric. Yeah.